Okay, in the last session we have seen about like how to create a ordered list, unordered list, and data definition list, and along with it we have seen the image tag. So we have seen like in ordered list with numbers, unordered list you can get with circle, disc, or square, like that you can get. And in the data definition list we are giving defining like abbreviation, like you give one word and you define it, like milk, hot tea we have given. And we have given HTML means hypertext transfer, hypertext markup language, like this we have given cascading style sheets. Okay, for movies also you will see quotations and all, right? So like that, when you want to define something you will be using definition list, DL. So what are the things we have in DL tag? In the DL definition list, DT data term, and one more DD for the data definition. That is the difference. And in for the ordered list and unordered list we have OL for ordered, UL for unordered list, and you can give LI for the list of items. And also, can we combine any two types of lists? Yes, we can combine any combination. Like in ordered list, you can write unordered, or in unordered list also we can write ordered list. And also we can combine that in the definition list. All three together. Okay, we can do. So these all things we have discussed in the last session. Okay, is it clear? Everyone in the online students, like in the last session, we have seen about all these ordered list and unordered list. Here like this we have created also. This is ordered list that we have created. I'll just execute again. See this is the ordered list we have created. We have created different things. To specify the type we are using type attribute. Okay, and we are differentiating in one ordered list one more, like this we have created the nested list. Okay, and we also have seen the unordered list. In the unordered list we have given like this combination. In unordered list we have given ordered list also, we have seen in the last session. I have shared all these examples, you can just go through that. Like this we have given data definition list also we have given, and this defining. Okay, this is the data term and this is the data definition. These all we have covered. And one more thing we also have discussed in the last session is about the image. In the image HTML, here what we wrote, we have inserted one image. For this I have downloaded the image. Okay, it is at some location. If it is in the same file here only in the HTML basic folder, you need not give this complete path of the image. So what we have to give, we can just give the image. But it is in C Likita folder, some HTML folder, some image. Okay, so here like this, how did we copy? We have gone to C, okay, Likita folder, and in this we have some folder called HTML. Inside this there is the image we have downloaded. So how to get the path of the image? Right click on the image, you can go to the properties and copy the path. When you click on the properties, you will get the path and you can copy the path. Okay, okay, I'm just revising the last day's topics only. Or else, if you want to copy the image location, you can right click on this and then click on copy as path. When you click on this copy as path, you will get the path and you can paste it here. Okay, whatever the image you have, you may have so many images, right? So now I have downloaded it and kept it. And what are the attributes we have here? Alt, width, and height. So what is the alt attribute? Can anyone from the online, can you tell me? For the image tag I have given alt as one attribute. Why is this alt attribute used? Can anyone just answer from online? Why is the alt attribute used for the image tag? Anyone from the online session? You can just unmute and tell me, no problem. You can always unmute and answer the question, or if you're not able to hear or any kind of issue, you can unmute and answer, or you can also send a message in the chat box. No one. When image is not displayed, text will display. Yes, perfect. Suppose, but by any chance, if the image is not able to be displayed, if you are not able to display the image, maybe the path is wrong or image is not present at that location or any spelling mistake, then what will happen? When it is not able to display the image, it will be giving the alternative text that we wrote here. So by seeing that, you will understand like what image has to be actually displayed on the web page. Okay, so for that, width and height is the image height that you can mention here. So now I will right click this and run. Okay, I did not save this. 1 second. So you will get the image like this wherever you have written. Like I wrote, welcome to Harsha Trainings, and in between I have inserted the image with 50/50 as the height and width. You can mention the size to anything. Like if you're giving just 34 as the width and you want as a small icon, then you can reduce the size of the width and height. You can go back to this and then run this. So image size will be reduced. Okay, so like this, you can provide the image, like where you want to be displaying it. So is it clear everyone? In the alt attribute. Yes, correct. Correct, ma. So in the alt attribute, whatever we give, it will be displayed as the alternative text. So for the image tag, as I said, these are the attributes. So I will be sharing the document of image class, like as soon as it is done, you will be seeing that. And width, height, and here I want to tell about one more attribute for the image tag, that is style attribute. What is that? Style. So where it has to be aligned, it is aligning between the text only, to the top or to the right, left or bottom, where you want to align that image. You will be seeing, right, for every organization there will be some image for them, right? If you see for any software companies or for Java also, you will see some coffee cup symbol, or for any language or anything, they will be having some icon for them. So where you want to display that, to the top or the middle or bottom. So like this, you can specify the style in the style tag. So you will be using one more attribute along with src, alt, width, height and style. In the style, you will be giving the vertical align is the value, and the alignment should be onto the top, or you can give in the alignment should be in the middle, or you can give the alignment to the bottom. Now let us give this three things and check how it is displaying. Okay, so now we'll come back to the document. So any doubts? Okay, now let us update the code. So whatever you are writing here, along with this, you can write one more attribute, that is style. In the style, you are writing like the alignment. Okay, the alignment will be like vertical align bottom. So now we will be like different, giving different styles. Let us write here, like I'm writing same text, just but I will be giving in different alignments. Welcome to, again I'm writing the image tag img and then src equal to. So you will be providing the same path, same image you will be giving, but we will align in different locations. Then alt is equal to, what is the alternative text? Image to top. It has to be displayed on the top. Harsha Trainings. You can give. And then you will be giving the width and height. Width is equal to, you can mention, see when you are mentioning the attribute value always give in the quotes, double quotes. Okay, remember that. And you will be giving with the space height equal to, you can specify like whatever the height you want to give. And then style attribute you will be providing here. So the style equal to, so now I'm giving here like vertical align. So you want to give here, see these are the options. You want is a bottom we have given, now let us give it as middle. And then let us close the tag. Okay, then so whatever we write in between the text, it will be aligned. So now I will execute and show you, and later we'll update again. So we are learning about the style tag here. So you're getting here, you can observe I will display with the break tag so that you will be knowing better. So with the break tag, Control S and get back, and let us see here. See, it is to the text top and the bottom. So like this you will be giving to the, like where the text has to be displayed and the image. And the same thing you can also give with the right and left also. You can assign with the alignment. Same thing, like whatever you're giving here, it should be in the middle or top or bottom. You can mention anything. So you can give as top, and same thing you can give in the bottom also. I'll just write it again, and let us use the break tag to come into the new line so that it looks okay. Middle and bottom. Control S for saving it, and then you can see the difference how it is in between, and then little top and like this. So you will be seeing if the image is little small, you will be understanding the difference. Okay, and let us add some more attributes here. Let us give this size little like 20 and 20. And one more attribute we will be adding for this in the style tag only. We have given like top, middle, bottom, and also we have in the style floating to the right and the left side. So the image has to be to the extreme right or to the left. So that also you can mention here. Like we have given three, again one more we will insert here, and style equal to, let us mention here style equal to in double quotes, let us give here float. And you will be giving here float should be to the left side or to the right side. Again we will be giving here one more, here I will be giving float to the other side. So like this you can be giving like where it has to be assigned right side. Now I will save this and run again. So same image I have given so that it will be okay. One second, I'll be giving the break tag. Just to view it little properly so that you can understand. So now I'm saving this. See, you will be getting to the right and left side to the page. So float you have given to the right and float you are given to the left. So previously it is coming together, so you may not. I will reduce the size so you will be understanding. Okay, it will be little top to the text if you observe carefully, correct? And it will be exactly like bottom and the middle. Okay, so like this you can align the image in between the text or to the front or to the last or anywhere you want, you can align the image. So these are the attributes of the image tag. So what we have: src, alt, and width, height, and also you can use the style attribute. So online students, is it clear about the image tag? We have seen in the last session only like src, the source where it is there, and we have seen alt for displaying the alternative text, and also we have seen the width and height. Now we are seeing like style attribute, one more attribute where you can align the image in between top, bottom, or middle, or else you can also align to the right or left. So mostly when sometimes you will see the paragraphs, in between paragraph somewhere it will be aligned, right? The image will be embedded in the paragraph, complete paragraph you will write, somewhere in between image will be there. So at that point also you can use this. So wherever you want, you give that image and then align it to the center top of the text wherever you want. Okay, so is it clear online students? Can you please reply? అర్థమవుతుందా అండి? Offline students, is it clear? Those who are sitting in the last, can you hear my voice? Am I audible? Okay. If someone want, they can sit in the first rows. Is it clear? Okay, good. Madhu. So everyone, please reply. Can you hear me? Did you understand the image tag completely? How it is displayed? Any doubts are there? You can please let me know. All of you, please respond. Okay, in this if you want any background color that you want to be, so till now whatever you are learning, one by one you can embed everything. Like we are learning body background color, h1 tags we have seen. Anything you want to embed, you can use all the tags here. Suppose in this only, if you want to use the background color, you can add to it, like vg color is equal to, you can add the color here. So whatever you want, bg color is equal to c by a, like this you can add. And then let us run. So you will be getting the background color. So all the things you can one by one embed into the text, into the file. Now let us see some alignment styles what we can apply for a particular text. We have seen like we are applying for the image, like style, width, height, and all. You will be writing in h1 tag, h2 tag for the headings. For that particular line you want some color. Okay, you want to apply some style for each and every line of text, a separate color. Sometimes you will see different colors for different text in the web page. So how we can apply that? So for that we have to create, so I'm creating one more for the style in dot html. I'm writing, so I'll write here html tag, and then you can write the body tag here and close the body tag. And here we are writing some h1 heading, and in this you will be writing like this is applying style to text. So you can apply different colors. So here for the h1 you will can use the style attribute. So in this style attribute again you can specify the color or whatever you want, you can specify. And you can also give the border to the text. Suppose you want the text to be displayed with some border, that also you can give. For that you will be using the border attribute. Like this you will be using, and you will be assigning the color to the text. So like how you will be giving is, you will be writing the h1 tag, and you want the color and the border. In the style attribute you will be giving border, and how much pixels of border means, this border 2 pixels means that is the thickness of the border, means the border thickness should be how much, that is 2 pixels, 3, 4, how much thickness you want you can provide it. And what is the color, red or blue or violet, whatever the color you want you can apply to it. So what you have to write, border like how many pixels, and then solid red color or whatever it is. Okay, so let us apply this. Like in style is equal to, if you want border, otherwise you can apply without the border also. And here you will be mentioning what, the border color and the pixels, like colon, like how much pixels you want, 2 or 3 pixels, and then you can specify the color like solid. Okay, you will be giving some red color. So like this you can mention, and it will be applied with that particular style. You can just save this. Okay, it is already been saved, and let us run this. So we have got the border color as red. And here in this, normally if you write in notepad you will not get that option. Here you can change the color automatically here. In this, in Visual Studio we have this option where you can choose the color you want. So based upon, so we know, right, RGB color, every color will have the code. So based upon the code it will be changing the colors. You have the option. Generally it is difficult to remember that code. We can give the names actually, red, green, blue, how many ever colors you want you can give the name. But if you want to choose like this, you can also choose the color. Okay. Okay, good. So now like this you can apply different, you can just use different style of colors for different text. Here you can, let us apply some different colors for the, and different pixels of borders. So now you can change the color. If you want to specify, you don't want to choose it, that is also possible. Like you can give here green color, and you can also change the pixel size. Like you will be giving here green, and here you want the pixel size to be 10. You can change the pixel. Here I'm giving the pixel size 4, and you can give the color as some color. So like this you will be giving. Now I will be saving this document again. Go back to this folder and just browser and run. See here, you can see you can apply text for any number of text separately, you can maintain. For these are all the headings, and for in the heading tag, if you want you can use h1, h2, h3. We have totally how many headings? 6, h1 to h6. So anything you can see, and like this you can apply the border. This is like increasing. I have given 10 pixels, right? So it is very thick. So somewhere I have given 4, it will be increasing. So colors will come like this. So like this you can apply different colors, and the border also you can apply with styles. Understood? So what we are writing here, you will be writing the h1 or h2, h3, any tag, and in between you will be writing some text here, whatever text, like welcome to style attribute. We are explaining about the style attribute, and here you will be using the style. For any tag you can use this. For image we have used, and here we are using for the, so when you are applying the border, so the border you want only onto the bottom. So now what happened, when we have given border, it is completely coming. So you can assign for the bottom, and what should be the border color, we are already giving only to the top. What border width, left. Like this you can be specifying different styles. Okay, just practice all this, giving different styles, and just try how you are getting it. Okay, so this is about the style that you are applying for different text and the image tag. So is it clear everyone? Can we adjust the color box size? So what you are seeing here, this size means if you want you can scroll in that, like that, in the box whatever the colors you have. This size we cannot, this will be like small. You are saying like this one, yes, this is possible, you can. Is it that you asked, Shiva? Okay, or else in the output this size you are asking, this complete size. Okay, it is coming full page, you want to adjust that size you are asking. So in the border, in the style tag only, you will be having like a width and height attributes. We have seen in the previous example, right? With the style attribute, we have given the, in the image tag, we have given the width and height. In the same way, you can also provide the width and height there. So that will be changed. Yes, in the output. You have to specify the width and height, border width and height. With that, the box size also can be modified. You can specify. That's what I'm telling here. Whenever you are using here border, if you see, it is having lot of attributes where you can specify. So how much width should be there, how much height should be there, these all. Okay, so all of you please do it as like tomorrow you have to tell me like how it has been applied. Okay, you can use the style tags, all these things, and just tell me like how it is going to be applied and how, what is the output you are getting. If any doubt is there, we'll discuss on setting the width and height. Okay. Okay, and I would like to inform everyone like maybe from tomorrow the session link will be changed. Okay, till today you are using the same link, right? Tomorrow the link will be changed and you have to join with the new link. And the link will be shared with who has been enrolled. Okay, try to enroll by today maximum, or at least before tomorrow, before the session starts, because if you're not enrolling, maybe the link might not be shared with you. Okay, please try to enroll as early as possible, everyone. And those who are missing any sessions like demo sessions or in between because of some issue, you can always follow the recordings and join the session early and ask me the doubts so that I can discuss the last sessions, or any session you have missed you can. Someone has joined only yesterday, like someone told yourself. So any doubts from the previous sessions, is it clear? Understand, did you see any recordings of the classes? You aware of it? Okay, fine. So if you want, you can ask the admin team. They will provide you the Google Classroom link. So where it will be shared every day video, whatever discussed, and also the documents. Suppose today I discussed about the image tag and H1 tag. This document I will be sharing maximum by tomorrow morning or something. Okay, you can receive that. Okay, so you can do it. Okay, next we are going to see about like this, more and more styles you will be learning when you are learning CSS, cascading style sheets. The more style tags you will be learning here. In HTML, basic tags and minimum attributes you will be seeing. In more CSS, you will be learning like styles like this, different. The border can be dotted border can be there, like straight line, double line. The line styles also we can change in CSS while you are learning that. Okay, next let us learn about the table tag. Okay, so we all know how to create the table. We know like table will have the rows and columns, right? So in the table tag it will also create the rows and columns here. Okay, inside the table whatever we write, it will be considered as the table format. Now how to create a row in the table? Is there any tag? Like for the ordered list we have li, or for the dl we have dt and dd tags, correct? In the same way, in the table tag we have tr for the row and th for the table heading, and okay, tr th and td for the table data. Table heading means what? You will get column, right? Suppose a student table is there, student will have id, name, address, mobile number, like this. So id, name, address, mobile number are the column names, headings, and the values you will be writing. So how you have to create the table? So like that you will be creating with the table tag. Okay, suppose, okay, we are seeing about the tables you can create with the table. We have here id comma name, maybe the address comma mobile number. So now you want to create this with all columns as one table. So in html how we are going to create it? Now I'm just using here comma to convert, just to show you how the table will be. So this is the table, like id, name, and all. So now how to create such tables in the html using this table tag? Now let us go back here. Let us create one new file and let us save this as table1 dot one.html. So everything you will have to save with .html. So table is the main tag, th is for table heading, tr is for table row, and td is for the table data. Okay, so now let us write the html tag, and inside this let us write the body tag. And here as a heading, if we want, let us give like example of table tag. You can just write, and let us align to center of the page. Okay, so that is a heading you are giving. And let us write one more heading here, h2. Like I'm giving here like student details is a table, and here let us give the alignment is equal to the left. Okay, I'm giving the alignment to the left, h2. Now let us write the table tag. So here you are writing table, and first let us write the table heading. Okay, in the heading I'm writing student id. In between the tags you will be writing student id, and one more heading you want like th. So let us create some columns, like student will have the name, and one more heading I'm going to write like th, here name, id, and you also want some mobile number, and you will be creating the mobile number. And then in the th maybe address. So like this you will be writing. These are all what? Table headings. So now we are writing the table headings. Now just I will just save and show you how it will be created. Okay, you are not able to see the table any, it is coming as a heading but it is not visible as a table format. So what we have to do for this? So we need a border. Generally, if you want to display and view as a table, we will be giving border. But if you want to show in a specific size, if you're giving anything in th means it will be displayed as a particular format, it will occupy same size. But if you want to see that, you have to use the attribute called border attribute. So you will be giving the value to the border here so that you can see the lines. Now the line is not visible. Everything is coming as a heading, but the line is not visible. So for that you have to use the border attribute for the table. So to get these lines, so you can specify the border as 1 2 3, whatever you want. Suppose you am giving here 2, and I'm just saving this, go back to the browser, and then run this. So now is it like table? Yes, table headings are getting. So if you are not giving the border, you will not see that line. Sometimes we require that. We don't need the border, but it should be aligned as a table. You will be seeing in the first or second demo session, I have shown form, right? Input type is equal to text box and all. So for that, if you are writing the form tag in a table, what will happen? It will come in a row column looking as a proper form. But if you give the border, it won't look good, right? So we will make the border as 0. We won't mention the border. So sometimes we require that. When you're creating any forms or any frame data, we will make the border as what? 0. So we don't specify the border. So is it clear, online students, how we are creating table tag with border and without the border? Just I have created the table heading. అర్థమవుతుందా అండి అందరికీ? Is it clear everyone about the table tag? So now let us continue giving this. So as soon as you are giving a heading, you are getting in one column, correct? So everything is coming under specific column in a single row. Now let us start one row. TR stands for what? Table row. So the first row values you want to give. And in this you will be using TD tag. Okay, so how many ever columns are there, you will be writing with the TD tags. And as soon as you closed, that means one row has been completed. Okay, like that you can specify. So in this TD tag, you will be writing the value of that particular heading. So what is the table we have created here? ID, name, mobile number, address. So first we want to give the ID. So let us write like ID is 101, and you want to give the name. You will be giving TD tag, and you will be giving the mm, like TD and name, and after the name what we have? Mobile number and address. So let us write the mobile number TD, and then let us mention the mobile number something, and then address like Hyderabad. So you will be writing. All this will be for one row of data. You can mention, and you can save this, and you can run the data. So like this you will be mentioning. So here you will have can see like how you can write. So I'll execute this. You're getting like one, not one. You can say I'll just increase this. 101 name, mobile number, and then the address. Okay, so again you want like one more row. What you have to do here, write again one more TR. So as soon as you write TR and close it, whatever you write in between the TR tags will be considered as one row. So by mistake, if you have closed here the TR without writing complete columns, then what will happen? It will think that as one row. And here you have started one more TR tag. See how the data will be looked now. So you have just created the table row with two columns, and you have closed this and again started and closed. I'm saving this, and then it won't look properly. See coming. So mobile number came here and address came here. Is it correct? No, it is not in a proper format to look. So while giving TRTD tags, we have to be careful. So like this. Again, if you are writing one more TR tag, again you will be mentioning the TD here, and you can mention like the second column values like 102. If you want, you can mention here like 102 second ID, and you will also write TD tag for the table data, and you will be mentioning here one more name, and then you will be writing the TD tag here to mention the mobile number and TD tag. You will be writing here for a city like Bangalore. Okay. So what is the difference between TR and TH tags? Is there any difference? Both are for representing the row only, right? What is the difference you are observing there? Even though I gave in TH, it is coming in a row. As soon as we complete, it is coming to the next row. So what is the difference between TR and TH tag? By seeing the data, can you observe? Bold. So as soon as you give anything in TH, it assumes as a heading tag and it comes in heading as a thick border. Thick you will be getting bold. So that is the difference between TH and the TR. As soon as you are not mentioning any bold style or you are not giving any width to the text, as soon as you give in TH, it will be coming in the bold. So indicating that it is the heading of the page. Okay, so this is about like how we are writing table tag. Okay, so understood. So table th, tr and td tags, and also you can mention the border, how much you want the border pixels. Now, if you see the table output here, like you want the width and size of the table to be modified, correct? The spacing between the each column, ID name, and also the spacing between the text and the border of the cell. So now you can talk this like each is one cell. What is that? Like ID is one cell, 101 is one cell, like that each and everything is called as one cell. Now you have two attributes here, something like cell spacing and cell padding. Okay, cell spacing and cell padding. So what you will be getting by this, how much space you want between the two cells, means here in between this cell and this cell you have some space, right? So how much space you need, and how much space you want from the text to the end of it. Those things also you can give by using the attribute cell spacing and cell padding attributes. Okay, is it clear everyone, online students? అర్థమవుతుందా అండి అందరికీ? So I will share this document also so that you can practice according to that, like what are the attributes about the table heading, everything was given here. You can just see this. So we have given here like table, border, and you want to specify the cell spacing. Suppose I'm giving here like, okay, let us mention for the table th. Also, if you want, you can provide here. Like how much you want, like how much space you want between this. Let us give some more like 10 or something. So I'll just execute this. So you got the spacing, like that space, how much you want, that will be given using the cell spacing. How much? If you're giving for the table, it will apply for complete table. If you're giving for specific column, then it will apply for specific column wise. So like that. And also you have one more attribute here like cell padding. That if you want, you can give like some, I'll give some 8. Let us save this and run. So how much space you are getting between the text? Here text and the border of the text, that will be increased. So if you are giving here some 20, and here I'll reduce this so that you can observe the difference. Like I'm giving just 5. So how much, see this space is less, but here the complete text padding is more, the size is more. So this, if you want the space between each and every cell, you will giving spacing. But between the text and the border, if you want the space, you will be giving cell padding. So these are the attributes. Okay, for the table tag like this, you can also give here colors, everything, which we will discuss later. Means every column you can give different color. Alignment also you can give. Here it is aligned normally, but you want this alignment to the right side, left side, to the top, or how much color you want. For this particular cell mobile number, you want the text color to be changed, or particular cell color has to be border background color, you can change. So like this, you have so many attributes which we'll be discussing later. But as of now, we have seen about the table tag. In the table tag, we have seen about the row, like how to describe the row, table heading, and table data, and also how to give the table border, cell spacing, and cell padding. Understood? Clear? Online students, is it clear? I'll execute one more example. Just see, since it is something new, I'll create one more table tag. So in this, if you are giving the border 2, it is fine. Suppose you are giving 0. Can you see? But it is arranged in proper format. If you are not using table to arrange like this in a format, it takes a lot of time, right? Giving spaces, checking everything. It is very tough. But now internally it is using table tag only, but the border is not visible. Forget about spacing. If you are giving spacing and padding, it will increase the size, like space between everything. But it won't look in the lines because you have given border as 0. But it, the structure is like a table arranged like proper structure format. Okay, so that is the benefit of the table tag. Okay, now I'll create one more example. See here in the table 2, we are going to write once one more time explaining. See here, those who are very new, like I'm giving here in h2 heading, like some employee table you're writing, just. And here let us start the table tag. Okay, so first in the table tag we will be giving what, th as a table heading. And in this, whatever you are writing in the heading tag, it will be displayed like what you want. So you are writing like empid as the table heading, first column heading. And again you can mention like this, emp name, and then salary. You can mention different columns, id, name, and also you can write here like department or designation. You can give department, what department he is working, and what is the salary. And also you can write here like his address. Whatever columns you want, you can write email address or where he lives. These are all what, table headings. Okay, these are all the table headings. And for the table row, we have to start with tr. So in the tr tag, whatever the row, now the values with the td stands for what, table data. So what data you want, just I will enter like 1 as the first column value. And you can just mention here like this, and the name in the first column, whatever you want to give the name of a particular person, like you can give. And what is the department may be working with, computers department, and then salary, you will be giving the salary, and then address, let us say some Bangalore, like this you will be mentioning. Okay, and now you will be closing the tr tag, you just, it will be entering one row. So now let us, okay, save this. This is a new file, right? Let us save and right click on this, open in the default browser. So you're getting like this. I did not give any border, cell spacing, anything, so it is coming like this. If you're giving border, it will give the border to the page. Complete table. Okay, Andy, is it clear, everyone? Border is equal to, suppose you're giving here some 5, and then cell spacing, just I'm writing again, cell spacing is equal to, like how much space you want between each cells, like 9. And for the space in between the border and the text, for that what we have to use, cell padding is equal to how much you want the space, like 23. So you're giving, just save this, just I'm running now. So you're getting the table border. Is it clear? Okay, you have to save that. Okay, BG color will give. Yes, you can give. That's what I told. We'll discuss all those, like how can we give colors for a particular column. Means like how I applied here particular for complete table, cell spacing and padding. In the same way, you can give color for the table only. In the table, for each and every cell also you can give different color. Okay, not only for complete table single color. Like there are 10 columns or 10 rows, each and every cell you can provide. Only thing is, like color attribute you will be providing, so that it will change the color of that particular cell. Either you can apply with the style attribute, sometimes you can use BG color for the background color of the cell, like this you can use different attributes. Now if I'm applying what we got for the table complete table, you are getting the single color, not for the page. That's what you asked, right? So like this, if you are giving for complete table we got. Now you don't want like this, you want for a particular cell, then apply that attribute for particular cell. So for that background you will be getting different color. Suppose here for the tr complete row we want one color, so here you will be giving like background color is equal to, you will be giving here pink. Again if you have one more row, that for that one color, and again in that row also for this particular column you want one more color, then we have to provide their colors. Okay, so these all we will see again in the next session. We will see in detail how many attributes you can provide. See here, if you see, you are getting for this row one color, and again for the td, if you want here you can provide the background color for this particular column is equal to, let us say green you want. Got it? So you can apply not only for the background of the page, you can apply for the background of table, each row one color, and complete table one color, and in each row every column can have a separate color also. Okay, so these all are possible. Okay, is it clear, Anusha? Okay. So like this we can create. So in the next session we will be continuing about much more on tables. So much is there, so many attributes we can apply for the table tag. And also on the list we have seen, for that also whatever we have created there also you can apply styles and colors. So however we have used, and we will be also seeing about the forms, how to create a form, what types of forms are there, and how to create the buttons. If you see in the form, you will be seeing the buttons, check boxes, radio buttons, drop down list you will be seeing. So these all we can see. And also we will see about the links. We have seen already how to click the link. So we will see different attributes for the link, how many attributes are there, how to click the link, and how to apply the link for the image also. We have seen image tag. While we are learning links, we will see how to apply the link for the image also. Okay, so please practice all these things that we have discussed. I will share the notes, practice on this, and try applying different colors, different styles, and all. What are the possible attributes are there? Try in different forms. Okay, from coming week and all, like next week we will be doing so much, so I'll start giving assignments also on this. So minimum you have to know some knowledge. After that you can do start doing like small projects, like small assignments, arranging. ఓకే. సో అర్థమైందా అండి అందరికీ? ఆన్లైన్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా? ఓకే, ప్లీజ్ ఎన్రోల్ యాజ్ ఎర్లీ యాజ్ పాసిబుల్. మేబీ టుమారో దే విల్ చేంజ్ ద లింక్స్ వన్స్ ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్ యూ ద రిమైండర్. Those who are attending for the first time or something, please mention like this is your demo 1 session or demo 2 session to that number. Okay, so admin department number, so that what they don't know, like might be you have joined today itself, so if you have informed them, they will share all the recordings that have been discussed till today. So you can just go through that and come to the next session, so that we can discuss on that. సో ఆఫ్లైన్ స్టూడెంట్స్ అందరికి అర్థమైందా అండి? టు ద లాస్ట్ కొత్తగా వచ్చారు కదా, మీకు అర్థమైందా? నేను మీకు మీరు సాటర్డే జాయిన్ అయ్యారు. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్స్ ఫర్ జాయినింగ్ ద సెషన్. వీల్ join at the same time in the next session. Thank you. Have a nice day, everyone. Okay, we'll meet in the next.